Hey everybody, it's Angie from Trips with Angie. Let's start this quick walkthrough tour of the Discovery Princess on deck 5 forward. Here you'll find the spa. Spa services are not included, but there is a thermal suite and all different kinds of treatments. The shore excursion desk is located across from the guest services desk. You can book shore excursions and chat with guest services through the app, so you do not need to stand in line most of the time. The Catch is one of the specialty restaurants. As you head towards midship, you will find the pub. This offers an a la carte dinner menu, evening entertainment, and then of course drinks. The Piazza is where the action is on the sea days and in the evenings. If you need a coffee in the morning or a quick bite, definitely head to the International Cafe. You'll want to check out those alternative locations if things get busy. The food at the International Cafe is included. The specialty coffees are not. You may have booked a package that would include them. So this area turns into a big dance floor in the evenings where the band and all the live entertainment comes out to play. Good Spirits is where you want to go for the best mixologists on board. And then here you can see the piano and the band set up, so it's a lot of fun. Gelato is an alternative coffee location in the morning. It's also where you can get the desserts that are included in the Princess Plus and the Princess Premier packages. Duty-free alcohol is available, but you can't drink it on board. They'll deliver it to you the last night of your cruise. And just past duty-free, you'll find the computer lab if you have any questions about how to use your computer or internet package or need a computer to use while you're on board. This is a good stop. Just behind that is one of the 3 included dining rooms. This is the Juno dining room. The Juno dining room was used for traditional dining during our cruise. That meant there was an early and late set dining time. You'll have the same table and the same waiter throughout your entire cruise. Here's a peek inside what the dining room looks like. The 2 other dining rooms had flexible dining and walk-in dining. Heading up to deck 6, we're in the aft or back portion of the ship. This is the Skagway dining room, which was used for walk-ins, and then half was designated for reserve collection dining. This is the dining experience for those who book reserve collection, mini suites, and higher. As we head towards the front of the ship, we'll pass the art gallery and the photo gallery. Some of the packages do include unlimited digital photos. You can also buy different photo accessories and cameras. We enjoyed seeing who the captain is of our ship, so you can check that out there. Across the way, we'll find Crooners. This is a princess establishment, so a great bar to go in the evening. They had a sing-along piano player that played each night and was super popular. This lounge would get packed, but a great place for a pre or post dinner drink. Just by Crooners, we're going to find the sushi restaurant called Ocean Terrace. This had a set dining for lunch and then an a la carte dining option for dinner. And I'll get into that more in my specialty dining video coming up. The casino was open during our cruise and quite busy. You have a mix of slot machines and table games, including craps. If you need to do a little bit of shopping or you win in the casino, of course, you can head to the duty-free jewelry shop. This is Take 5, the non-smoking casino. So they have taken what used to be a jazz lounge, which I loved, and turn it into a non-smoking casino. I was pretty sad about that. But the bar opens when the casino is open. And again, that's only on sea days when we're far enough out from land in international waters to open the shops and the casinos. The Princess Theater is located all the way to the front. This is where all your evening shows would take place. They also have the Churchill's Arcade just before the entrance to the theater. This is an extra charge. And yes, if you remember, this did used to be a cigar bar, but now it is an extra charge arcade. Heading upstairs, we'll find the second entrance to the Princess Theater. The theater has good sightlines without any pillars. This is the view from the seats reserved for Princess Premier guests. This is the entrance down on deck 6. And if you look up the stairs, you can see the entrance on deck 7. You can access an outside deck on deck 7. It was closed during my filming. The shopping is located here at the front of deck number 7. If you forgot something, if you want to buy a watch, if you want princess branded items to take home, any of your duty-free cosmetics. There was a next cruise desk, but that was usually staffed by people in guest services. You have your duty-free cosmetics and perfumes, and then some sporting wear princess branded items in these shops as well. A Pandora shop is on board if you need to add to your special bracelet. They had different sales and shopping opportunities throughout the cruise. You can find that information in the app or your daily program. Walking towards the Middle of the ship again, we're at Sabatini's Trattoria. This is the Italian specialty restaurant. For this specialty restaurant and the catch, it does require reservations. Bellini's is a great bar to set up at to watch everything going up at the Piazza. And Gigi's Pizzeria is a casual extra charge specialty restaurant. You will pay to eat here, but you do not need to make reservations. This is what's considered their casual specialty meals, so you may have it included depending on the package that you booked. We call this like the Italian circle because you have the casual Italian specialty, the dinner Italian specialty, and then Bellini's. Heading towards the back of the ship, we'll find the medallion section. So this is if you have any questions about the medallion app or your medallion. You can also purchase accessories here if you don't want to wear it around your neck on a lanyard. Just outside of Princess Live is a bar, and then Princess Live is the location of all of the trivias, game shows. They also had live band here and karaoke. Karaoke was very popular. Get there early if you want to be able to sing karaoke. Heading towards the back, we're going to take a look at the Crown Grill. So this is the specialty steakhouse. Reservations are recommended, and you will need to make them before getting on board. This is a highly competitive place to eat. I love the Crown Bar Grill. You don't need to be eating at the Crown Grill to be able to hang out here. There was live music here every evening. The service we found was a little bit slow. I don't know what was going on the cruise. We had a hard time getting service at all of the bars, so I think they might have just been a little bit understaffed. But it's a beautiful bar and definitely one of my favorite spaces on the ship. It just feels so lush and luxury. Heading all the way to the back, we'll find the Vista Lounge. This turned into a comedy club on our sailing. So in the evenings, they would have 2 to 3 sets of comedians on board. We went to one show. It was very good. You can also find special events. We watched the Oscars in here. They may have some of the live music play. This was where our special reception each evening for the higher levels of the loyalty program were. Now we're going to go back down to deck 6 right now because this is how you have to go to get to the Ketchikan dining room. The Ketchikan dining room was the flexible dining on our cruise, which meant you could make a reservation there. All right, we're going to hop in the elevators and head all the way up to deck 17. Here you're going to find the Youth and Teen Club and the photo studio. Down the hallway is where all the kids' programming is located. They have different activities all day long. They'll post the hours of operation outside the door. You can also find them in the app. They separate the kids based on age group, though sometimes they will be all together if there's not a lot of kids of a particular age on board. You can see here a different example of some of the different activities they have. Again, this is all in the app. Next to the kids club, we have the fitness center. It is a little bit unusual to have the fitness center so far away from the spa, but the views are terrific. They have all kinds of cardio equipment, weightlifting, and then they have a number of fitness classes. This may be included depending on the package you purchase. They did stretch lab. They have different types of spinning, cycling, weightlifting classes. Again, you can check in at the fitness center when you board to see the full setup. Heading up the stairs, we're technically on deck 18 now. This is where you're going to find the walking track that goes all the way around. Also, you can, as I said, get to that outdoor deck on deck 7. There is a basketball court that they turned into pickleball for part of the sailing. And then just above behind the pickleball court, there is a putting green if you wanted to practice your putting. One cool thing they did, they had a Under the Stars night where we came back there and they turned off all the lights. We're back on deck 17, heading towards the pool deck. You can see the 2 pools and a number of whirlpools available here on the pool deck with all the great chaise loungers. Here's one of the whirlpools. These usually get taken over by kids on board, but the upper deck ones here on deck 17 aren't quite as popular. So there's just a great view of the overall pool deck. You can see the big screen there. They will show movies under the stars, they call it, during the cruise. They play concerts. They also have afternoon movies. Heading inside, we are going to head to the adults only area. So it is a little weird. You have to pass through cabins, but this is how you get to the retreat pool. Now we're in the forward part of the ship. This is supposed to be adults only. You have a bar and then your own private pool. The pool is very shallow, which is good because it means the temperature is warm, but it was just kind of weird. Just up the stairs, again, at the front of the ship, we'll find the sanctuary. I'm going to do a whole plus or minus on the sanctuary. This is a special exclusive area that you pay extra for. I recommend these seats just outside of the sanctuary on deck 18 forward because most people don't know they exist or think they're part of the sanctuary. You have access to a whirlpool and chaise lounges. It's kind of a best kept secret. Heading back inside, we're going to go down the stairs now to deck 17 and check out the regular pool area. So coming around the corner, you can see a lot of tables and chairs for eating because there's a few more casual dining options down here. Slice Pizzeria has different specialty pizzas of the day, and then you have the ever popular mixed pool bar. The Salty Dog has your typical burgers, fries, hot dogs. They have a gyro. It's a really good selection. You'll order and then get a pager, which is great because it means you don't have to stand in line. You just show up and then get a pager. And of course, always a good idea to wash your hands. Now, these chairs and tables get very busy. They're in the shade. People are eating there, but it also is a great place to gather and play games if you're on board with your extended families. You can see they have the see-through walkway. It's a little more exciting when you're at sea versus when you're at port. There's unlimited soft serve ice cream. And then here's another bar. This bar is the bar that has the most bar seating of all the other places on the ship. So if you want to get together, that's a good spot. They have the ping pong tables. And then of course, the place where you can grab towels or blankets depending on the weather. The World Marketplace is going to be the buffet that's available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all included. It's huge. Make sure you walk all the way around. There's so many different food options on board. You don't have to worry about not being able to find anything. If you have any questions, there's staff behind all of the counter or crew behind all of the counter. You can ask them if you need any clarification on dietary allergens. They're the folks to ask. They have carved meats. They have all different types of proteins depending on the day. It changes day by day. They have definitely all of your fresh fruits, and they have a Mexican station. So this was very popular on our cruise since our cruise went to Mexico. So it was fun to have, Princess's version of Mexican food. Definitely don't miss the dessert room. This is where the coffee is located and the juice bar is located. It's kind of in the middle of the buffet in its own little room. See, the buffet is still going. Now I'm headed towards the back of the ship now. You're going to find an additional grill back here where you can also get hamburgers if you need them. There's an Asian station. They have great Asian food for breakfast if that's something you like. There's also another little room in here that has additional fruits and vegetables. They have American favorites during the day, and then they have different theme buffets in the evenings. So this is the breakfast side. If you are late to breakfast, go all the way to the back. That was the section that stayed open for breakfast during our cruise. So if you're looking for that for a late riser's breakfast, it's all the way at the back because you can see it was kind of a mix of options. Your silverware is going to be at the table, and then the crew will come around and ask you what you want to drink. You can also choose to sit outside here. They have a self-service soda station. Soda is not included. You would either get charged or have soda be part of your package if you wanted to use that back here. And then of course we have another Wakeview bar and the Wakeview pool. Great spot if you're pulling in and out of port. So that's the Discovery Princess. Let me know what you thought.